Hey guys, Corey Frederick here with Tyrant Wrestling, and I am joined by Bo Bassett of Bishop McCourt. And I'm just happy to be here. I appreciate you taking time to meet with us. Kind of have a list of questions today that are just going to give you more of a quick little autobiography of Bo and some of the other guys that we've talked to. So just kind of jumping into it, Bo, when did you start wrestling?
Started wrestling when I was 6 years old.
6 years old, and I know you've heard it before, but why or how did you start wrestling?
I started I was born into it, really. My dad coached wrestling even before I was born, so I was in the room at a really young age, and I just loved it. I was always having fun in the room, and so I just started pretty young at 6 years old and been doing it ever since.
When you started, though, were you saying, hey, Dad, I want to do this, or was your dad finally saying, hey, let's get some shoes on you and get you to a little kid practice?
No, yeah, I was trying to wrestle before he even had me do my first practice. I was, like I said, my dad coached high school. He coached at Young Guns, so I was always in the room. And like I said, I was born into it and loved it.
Just tagging along.
Clicked, yeah.
Gotcha. Now, have you ever played any other sports before you just fully focused on wrestling?
Yeah, so I played football all the way up until junior high, and then I like to say I retired in junior high in seventh grade and went all in on wrestling, basically freestyle and folk style.
Was it just because you wanted to focus 100% on wrestling, or was there other reasons, size, anything like that? Injuries?
I knew this is where I could have my most success, and just being born in the area where I'm from, I've seen people before me have a lot of success in this, so I knew it was definitely possible. And I'm not very big, so football probably wasn't my avenue.
Yeah. I know you're a freshman now. You've had a lot of accomplishments. What else do you do outside of wrestling when you do have time?
Yeah, really, I'm in the gym a lot too. We do a lot of lifting outside of wrestling. I know it kind of goes hand in hand, but I do that type of stuff. I'm a big football fan as far as I watch all the college teams. And then I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers guy. We try to go to the games as much as we can. Another thing we do, we have a hunting camp up north. It's a little trailer, so we head up there sometimes, and that's just to get away. But things like that, and I think I just like traveling and hanging out with my family.
Yeah. So you pretty much have won or placed in every tournament ever. But if you had to pinpoint a few accomplishments that really stand out, whether they're on your wall or just in your heart, like what are you really proud of?
I think the biggest one for me is the Cadet World title. But other than that, I think just the PA state titles are pretty prestigious to me. Just having that record in Pennsylvania and stuff, that's something that's tough to do just with Pennsylvania being such a strong wrestling state. So I think the 8 state titles in PA, Super 32 a couple of times, Ironman, things like that really stick out to me. But I think the one that I'm really chasing down is Olympics someday. So I'm excited for that.
So I heard a comment the other day that PJWs, because it's one division, might actually be tougher than high school states. You really think that's true?
I think in some ways it would be. I think PJWs is only, it would be 2 years. And right when you go to high school, it's freshman through senior. So you could be wrestling a lot older guys. But I get what they're saying with the split divisions and stuff. So it probably kind of waters it down a little bit, but it's still pretty prestigious.
Now, I don't know if this happened years ago or if it's just me dreaming one night, but did they ever have or thought about having 2A and 3A state champ wrestle each other?
I think it's been thought of, especially with like social media and Rockfin. I know they were going to have it, the 2A versus 3A champs, but I'm not sure that it's ever been done yet. But that would be pretty cool to get, the real state champ.
Yeah. So I know your one big goal is to win the Olympics, but what are some other expectations you have of yourself kind of along the way, or maybe long-term when there's life after at least competing in wrestling?
Right. I think just be the best person I can. Not really sure what I want to do in life yet, but whatever I do, just give it my all. And I think obviously I want to go to college and do that whole process. I'm excited for the recruiting that's coming up soon and all of that. So I think just wrestle through college and pretty much probably wrestle as long as I can, as long as my body will hold up, just because it's what I love to do. But, I'm excited for all that type of stuff.
Yeah. What's some things you might want people to know about you that outside of wrestling, or maybe they only get to see you on the internet or, wrestling on the mat? Like, what would you want them to know about you?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe just something. My wrestling style is pretty intense, high pace, kind of put it on guys sometimes, try to break them mentally and physically or whatever. But, off the mat, I'm a nice guy, and that's not how I live. I'm pretty nice, and I'm willing to help anybody, and I'm just someone who's a giver.
So, obviously, I run tournaments and I kind of live wrestling as well, right? Just in a different capacity than you now. But one of the things I was thinking about as I was driving up here, kind of leading up to today is, you're one of the best guys in the country, if not the world. You got a lot of great guys coming out of your club in this area and your high school. What is the secret sauce? Not that you're going to give it away, and I know what it's probably going to be, and it's just a matter. But like, what is the secret? How are all you guys so tough, so good, so technical? What do you do that's different than most people that are out there?
I don't know. I just think it's consistent hard work and doing things that other people aren't willing to do, being different, and like I said, we work really hard. So I think it's just a matter of being consistent and doing things that other people aren't willing to do.
I think you surround yourself with a lot of great coaches, a lot of great workout partners. And then, like you said, it's just the fact that you're putting the time in where
Right.
other guys aren't wrestling in the off season, or they're only working out a couple of days a week, and you're doing 2, 3 times a day. Is that fair to say?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's our culture here. It's what we do. We work harder than everyone else, and that's what we're preached. Like you said, we have great coaches, and we're on the right path. So we just got to stick to it and stay consistent.
Awesome. Well, I know you're aware of the Tyrant Folk Style National in September. All college weights, all college rules. We're signing NIL deals. We're giving out, over $10,000 to the athletes. Can I get a commitment from you today to be able to come to that tournament?
I'm in. I'm excited for that. That's going to be something. I've never wrestled college rules, so that's going to be pretty fun, especially the 4-point back points with the style that we wrestle. So I'm really excited for that, and you can count me in.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. For everybody watching, if you want to talk to any of your NIL deals that you already have, if you want to, but if not, tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere on all the platforms. Just Bo Bassett or the Bassett brothers, depending on the platform. But we're always trying to put out good stuff, and make sure you check it out.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Bo. Thanks for your
thank you.
time. Yep, I'll
Thank
see you soon.